Hi friends, welcome to Talkative Anjali, and there you see my preparation in place. Today we are going to make Rasya Muthia, but my style. Traditionally Rasya Muthia are made with yogurt as the curry base, but I'm going to turn it into a very Kori dish, and so I'm going to grind a masala first with some dried coconut because that's what I have. So I have chipped the coconut, about a 4-inch piece of it, and then I have on this plate two tomatoes chopped, then there is onion chopped, potatoes, that is those steamed muthias that you see, two green chilies, and some coriander. The coriander has dried in the fridge, so I'm just rehydrating it before I put it into the masala. And what are the powders that I'm going to put? I'm going to use half teaspoon of haldi, turmeric, then about half teaspoon of or 3/4 teaspoon of red chili powder, Kashmiri red, and then I'm going to put 1 heap teaspoon of my Gundavle Goda masala. So those are the dried items that will go into it. And now I can add the two green chilies. I will add the onions, and I will also add the tomatoes, and we will grind this up. Okay. Yes, let us add the salt. Also, before we add the salt, let us start cooking the potatoes. We will put that into a pan. So the potatoes have been added to the oil, and we will cover and leave it for frying. I've added 1 teaspoon of salt to the masala, and let's grind it now. So while we were grinding, the potatoes have cooked a bit, and this is our ground masala, which I showed before. So now we are going to put this ground masala into the pan and fry it in the oil. So I have transferred the masala into the pot, and now I'm going to fry it. So keep the gas on medium and fry the masala. It's already smelling very nice with the Gundavle Amti masala. We will cover this and let it cook. Meanwhile, I have washed the masala jar, and that's the water we are going to add to the about 1 glass of water. We are going to add to this Rasya Muthia. The muthias are going to be added after the masala is cooked for 5 minutes. So the masala is cooking nicely. Now let us put in the muthia. Give it a stir. Let it cook another 5 minutes for the muthias to absorb the extra flavor. They are already flavorful, but we'll let them absorb more flavor. And then we will add the water. So after 5 minutes of cooking, this is what the masala looks like. The water has dried out because we put muthia into it, and the muthia has been absorbing all the goodness of the masala. Now you can top it up with water. So this is approximately a glass of water. So I'm going to allow it to cook like this, and if the cook, I think the curry is going to become a little thick. I might thin it down a little later, but right now I will let it cook like this for another 5 minutes till the potatoes are cooked properly. Okay, so this is how the curry is boiling furiously. It's thickening. Let me check the potato. The potato is not yet cooked properly, so we are allowing to cook, and therefore I'm going to add another half a glass of water to this. So let's do that. I'm just using the boiled water. Giving it a stir, and will allow it to boil. So checking back the curry, it's boiling vigorously. I will reduce the flame to check the potato once again. This will thicken further even after we close, so let's check the potato. Okay, it's not very pliable, but yeah, almost done. So at this point I can safely switch off the gas, because this is going to retain heat and cook the potato even further. So there again, take a look at the curry. I'll show you the consistency that I like for coconut curries. It is not very thick, not very thin. This will go very well with the rice, and this will further thicken when it cools. So there's still about half an hour for us to sit down to lunch, and so I will serve at that time and take a picture for the thumbnail. But I close this video here, and I hope you like this recipe and you try it, and let me know how it worked out for you. Bye.